What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. I know it has been a minute since I have done a video, like a month, I think. The last video I did was, I don't know if it was New York or Dallas. It might have been like New York. I can't remember, but like, anyways. So I've just been on hiatus because I've just been trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel. I really enjoy doing my videos, and I just don't have the time to do as many videos as I would like to do. So I just decided that I needed to take a break and just figure some things out. So I just decided that from now on, I'm going to do them live. So I'm going to watch the show. Well, I don't know if it's going to be live. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like right when the day the show comes on. But I'm going to watch the show and record my videos at the same time because I think that would just make things so much easier for me. And I'll be able to do all the videos that I really want to do because I watched the episodes. But what it is that before I watch the episode for myself so I can really get into it, then I go back and I rewatch the episode so that I can take my notes. Then I, do my video. So like it turns into like a 2.5 to 3 hour process, just to do one video. So it was just not really conducive to my lifestyle. So anyways, it is what it is. And that is what I'm going to do. And then that will also free up some time for me to do some other videos that I have. But I'm going to do a separate video on that. It's already 1.5 minutes. What I came to talk to you guys today about is Real Housewives. There's a lot going on the Real Housewives. There's 3 Real Housewives on right now. There's New York, there's New Jersey, and there is Orange County, okay? So I need to just catch everybody up on my thoughts, catch you all up on my thoughts on what's going on these shows right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think I'm going to start with New York, the Real Housewives of New York. The last time I vlogged about the Real Housewives of New York, so I just watched the video earlier today so I can remember which one it was. I believe it was the one where, as a matter of fact, I know it was the one where they were planning to go to Hawaii. Not Hawaii. They were planning to go to Mexico. Bethany, remember, was planning that whole Mexico trip. And they were, had that dinner at the Mexican restaurant, and they were discussing like who was gonna be on the guest list or whatever. And I was pissed off because they didn't want to invite Luann because of Carol, and they didn't want to invite Sonia because of her drinking or whatever. Even though we already know how I feel about that. They all are some fucking luscious, okay? They all drink, so whatever. Anyways. So yeah, so that's the last time I vlogged. So anyway, so my thoughts on the episode since then, I believe that was maybe 11 or 10 or maybe 11. So my thoughts since then is, 1, Sonia doesn't drink anymore, which I think that in that episode she actually announced that she wasn't going to drink. She didn't announce it to everyone, but she announced it to Luann. Because I think that was the day that Luann told her she was getting married. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so Sonia's not drinking anymore, and I'm really happy about that because it doesn't give the ladies anything to talk about, because they love to talk about Sonia. She's drunk, she's always doing this, she's always doing that, when at the end of the day, I feel like they all drink a lot, and they all do crazy things when they're drinking. Like, I just read an article about Bethany going crazy on somebody at some concert, going crazy on like a fan at a concert because they were standing up and she couldn't see, and she thought it was because of them that she couldn't see, but I guess she was like drunk and went on this like rant or whatever. This is irritating, but you know what? It's just gonna have to be like that. Oh well. Yeah, so she went on this like rant because she was drinking or whatever, and they all do some. Remember Ramona? They used to say Ramona was an alcoholic back in the day. Remember back in like the earlier seasons when what's her name? Jill Zarin was still on there. Back then, before Bethany even was skinny girl. Did this whole skinny girl thing. They used to say Ramona had a drinking problem. And it was just like, okay, come on. But anyway, so I do like that Sonya is not drinking. Oh, let me warn you guys, this might get long because I'm talking about 3 different housewife shows. I'm trying to keep it under 40 minutes. My goal is to do like 10, 12 minutes per show. So I'm going to try to keep it around that. Anyways. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm just happy because it doesn't give them anything to talk about with her. And she, she's, laying low. She's in, she's finally back in the circle. They are, they're not like, leaving her out when they do certain things or whatever. And I guess Bethany, I think, made a comment in one of the episodes saying that it's like nice to talk to sober Sonya, and she makes sense now, and all this and all that. And I will say she's not rambling on and on and on like she was before. But even she said that she was just going through a rough patch in her life, and that's how she was coping. So a lot of us have been there. Okay, so what else is going on? That's what's going on with Sonya. And what else did I say I talked about in the episode? Oh, Bethany. So they didn't end up going to Mexico, remember, because Bethany ended up getting sick. Now, the only thing I want to say about the Bethany whole bleeding thing, and, it's really sad that she's so young and she has to go through, getting a hysterectomy. But I didn't understand the whole just showing the bloody pillow. That was like, okay, I would never expect something like that from Bethany. She's always so neat and put together and all of that. So like, I never would have expected her to, pull out a bloody ass pillow from, the backseat of her, of her truck or whatever. And I just thought that was disgusting. That's the only thing I guess I'm going to say about that. And then another thing I guess I'll say is, why was she like hanging out with these ladies and going out like, hanging with them if she was so sick? I mean, I know it's like in her contract or whatever, but she should have taken, it's got to be some medical out in the contract where, what I'm saying, they can take a couple weeks off and get things, worked out when they need to work some things out. I mean, I just didn't understand all that. I mean, shit, they got like 20 to 25 episodes. Hell, they're about to just start putting this shit on all year round. Like you're just gonna have all the housewives running from January to December, okay? It's like the seasons keep getting longer and longer, except for the new ones, like, like Dallas and Cheshire and the other ones, but like in Potomac. But like the more established ones are like the seasons seem like they get longer and longer or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand the bloody pillow, and I didn't understand why she was, just, constantly going out and then complaining about not feeling good and feeling like she was gonna faint and she was losing so much blood. And I'm just like, I mean, girl, you couldn't come up with a better storyline than that. I mean, I know she was going through the whole thing with the fibroids and all of that, but at the same time, like, okay, did we have to be beat over the head with that for like 2 or 3 episodes? And then, at the same time that Bethany was going through that, Jules heard her coochie coo, as she said. She was like, I got into I had a little accident and it involves my coochie coo. She said that. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, it didn't, I don't even think anybody asked her, but why the hell was she climbing through the window? Did she say she was climbing through the window and she like fell down on the thing, the windowsill or whatever, and that's how she like split her vagina in half or whatever she did? Like, I'm trying to figure out why the hell was she climbing through the window? Y'all let me know, okay? Why the hell was she climbing through the damn window? Anyways, what else is going on with Jules, since we're on Jules now? I'll leave Bethany alone for a little bit. Let's see, Jules, we know she's going through that divorce. Like in the early part of the season, like the first couple of episodes, it seemed like, her and Michael, they were cool. Like, they bickered a little bit, they have small children. They probably were getting on each other's nerves. They live in that apartment. He works downstairs or whatever. But, like, as the season is going on, like, you see things, you know, you're like, why the hell is he always on his phone? Why is he coming home late when he has plans with his wife, coming home late and then taking a shower? Like, he ain't no construction worker. Why the hell he gotta take a shower? Especially if you're running late. Get your ass out the damn door. What the hell? I mean, what, you started, you know what I'm saying, going and picking up trash lately? I mean, what the fuck? Why you take showers, you know? So, I mean, but we all know now, you know, he done got some chick pregnant, or I don't know if she's really pregnant or whatever, but I was listening to my girl Shay a Day, and she says this chick is pregnant, which, whatever it is, the girl, you know, he done left Jules and he's with this chick, you know. But I think they're still living in the same house too. They're still in that apartment together, you know. Jules is not going to leave because she needs to establish residency, you know what I'm saying? Because if she leaves, then it's kind of like I think the law is like you're giving up your rights to the property or something like that if you leave, or something crazy like that. I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on with Jules, like, present day. But on the show, I don't know. I was a little worried about her. So, like, okay, so we know that she has, you know, that she's recovering from her eating disorder. And I think with that, coupled with, you know, having the 2 small children, like having a husband that's not very present, you know what I mean? I just think all of that, it's been acting a little loopy. Like, I mean, I think her personality is just a little, you know, all over the place anyway, a little flighty. But at the same time, I don't know. It's like, it's because, especially the episode when they were making the pizza, the calzones and the pizzas, and I know she said it was like a joke that she put like the silverware and measuring cups, and then she was joking that she was gonna put some medicine in there or whatever. I know she said it was like a joke, but I was just like, you know, I mean, I wasn't like taking it as far as like Bethany and Carol were, because, you know, they're like all over her case about eating, and you know, Bravo, shiesty as hell. They zoom in on her every time she's eating. You notice that every single time she's about to eat. But I did notice in that episode, also in that scene, when she was getting ready to eat, she kind of like took some deep breaths as if she was like psyching herself up to eat or something. I don't know. But I'm just like, the girl, I guess, is under a lot of stress because she was acting out, you know, a little bit for a couple of episodes. It seemed like it just seemed like she was all over the place, like she wasn't focused, you know what I mean? And I read that some source, it's always a source, is saying that she is using like prescription drugs and you know, things like that to cope with everything that's going on with her. So, I mean, I think she'll be okay. And, you know, hopefully this is going to be a speedy process for her, because I don't think that she could handle like this 50-year divorce Bethany got going on. They're finally actually divorced now, and it's over, and he moved out of their apartment. She can sell the apartment that they had. I'm talking about Bethany now. And, her husband, and anyways, I don't know, I'm getting all sad talking about Jules, but it's just something about her that makes me a little worried. I don't know what it is, but anyways, let's move on. What else is going on the show? Luann, I'll get to her last. Ramona, nothing really going on with Ramona at all, actually. I don't think anything's going on with Ramona. I mean, now she's dating, because she shows up to events and then she leaves early, but she's always like all dolled up, you know, so I think she's dating someone, and I don't know, nothing too much is going on with her. Who else is there? Carol. There's never anything fucking going on with Carol. Hell, she's so fucking boring, but always in other people's business and being a mean girl. But yeah, her and what's his name, Adam, are writing a book called The Reluctant Vegan, I think it is called. They're writing a book together, and I guess her, you know, editors and people are concerned that, you know, they're writing this book together, but then, like, you know, by the time the book actually hits the shelves, they may not be together, and it may not go so well business wise or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see about that. But I feel like I read somewhere that they decided to put it on hold or something like that. Or maybe she said it on the show. Can't remember. But I feel like or maybe she said it on Watch What Happens Live. I don't know. I feel like I heard that or something, you know. Anyways, that's all that's going on with Carol. I talked about her way too damn long. I'm just still tripping that she's dating that little boy. Like, I mean, he's not a little boy, he's a grown man, but I mean, he's like, what, like 20 plus years younger than her or something? I mean, I still just find that a little weird. Like, whichever way it goes. Man, older man, younger woman, older woman, younger man. You know, like, I mean, anything more than like 5 years. Ooh, maybe you can push it to 6 or 7 years. I don't know. That's even a lot. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my thing. Anyways, that's all that's going on with her. So let's see what's going on with the group as a whole. With the group as a whole, what is going on? There's a lot going on, but it's mostly focused around Luann. Because Luann, of course, you know, we talked about her. She's getting married to Tom. Tom dated Ramona. It's a little fuzzy on whether they went out 2 times or 8, 9, 10 times, okay? What I think it is, and from the way that Ramona was explaining it when they were on the yacht, is that they met at some point during the day and they went to multiple places throughout that day, and maybe like another day they went and hung out in multiple places. So I'm thinking that maybe that's where the miscommunication is coming from. Either that or one of them is just fucking lying. And it's probably Tom. You know what I mean? And then we know that Sonia was been his friends with benefits for the last 10 years, that she blurted out at the damn dinner party when, you know, Dorinda's was having a dinner party or whatever. And, oh, I forgot to talk about Dorinda, but yeah, her little meddling ass. That's all that's going on with her. She's just meddling and everybody damn bitch. She's stirring that pot, stirring that pot, stirring that pot. The only thing about Dorinda stirring the pot is I think it's funny. And I don't know why. It's just like, cause it's like she gets a kick out of it, but it's just the little look she gets on her face. She gets this little grin, and she's like, so yeah, so Ramona's you know, a little upset with you, and she said this, and then she'll say, then whoever she's talking to will say this, and then she'll run back to Ramona. So and so said, like, you know, like, I don't know. I think she gets a kick. I think she's like bored, and she's getting a kick out of doing this meddling and stirring up the pot, stirring up shit all the time. I really do think that that's what's going on with her. So anyway, so that's really it. You know, Luann and Tom are getting married. They decide to take a girls trip to Miami. Luann throws herself and Tom an anniversary party on a friend's yacht. The yacht was gorgeous. They had, you know, some people there, mixture of people. I guess it wasn't up to the caliber of people that they're used to hanging around, because I can't remember who it was. If it was Ramona or Carol, I can't remember who it was. Just said it was like a eclectic group of people, a little hodgepodge or whatever. So anyways, they just hating. But what happened on the boat? So it seemed like, is it me, or were the women really just trying to pump Sonia's head full and try and like get her to be mad at Luann, because she's not upset with Luann about anything. She's a little shocked, I think, that, you know, Luann and Tom are getting married or whatever. But it seems to me that Ramona and, I don't know if it was Carol, I can't remember who it was, but definitely like Ramona. It just seemed like they're like pumping her up, like they wanted her to have a problem with the fact that she was staying on a yacht with a man that she's been in a relationship with for the past 10 years, a friends with benefits relationship for the past 10 years. And he is getting married to her best friend, and, you know, they're celebrating and all this and all that. And then Sonia starts saying, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, you know. And then all of a sudden she's getting her feelings. And even like after that night, the first night when they woke up the next morning before they went up to eat breakfast, when Ramona came over to where Sonia was sleeping, you know, she brought it up again and started like kind of trying to egg Sonia on and try to get Sonia to admit to having some kind of negative emotions about, you know, the whole Luann and Tom thing. So anyways, but that night at the party, it was a little awkward. He did flirt a little bit with Ramona, told her she smelled like grapefruit. He seemed a little awkward with Sonia. So yeah, they definitely gave off the booty call vibe to me, you know, like they were familiar, but they were intentionally trying to avoid each other, you know what I mean? That's the vibe that I was getting from, coming from him, you know what I mean? So yeah, That's that booty call vibe. Anyways, let's see. Is that all that's going on with the Real Housewives of New York? I think that's it. I done talked about them for about 15 minutes now, so I need to, you know, move on from the Real Housewives of New York. I think I touched on everything, you know. Yeah. So let's move on. That is the Real Housewives of New York up to this point. My thoughts on it. My thoughts on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh my God, they're back. How long has it been? Like 2 years or some shit? I don't even know. I enjoy New Jersey. I really, really do. They are so funny to me. You know, I don't like all the fighting that they used to do and all of that, but I just think they're funny. Their lifestyles are, you know, they have like regular normal lives, but it just seemed like they do stupid shit all the time to just for no apparent reason. I don't know. But anyway, so it's been on what? 4 weeks now, maybe. It didn't come on this past week because of the Olympics. I guess Bravo's been showing the Olympics on their channel. So it I guess it'll come on Sunday. But yeah, I feel like it's been on for 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, something like that it's been on. Maybe 5, but I don't think it's quite been 5. Anyway, so you know, Teresa's out of jail. You know, she got out of jail right before Christmas, which was, you know, really nice for her and her girls and her family. I don't know, the scene where she came in that first night and did it seem to you like Joe wasn't all that happy to see her? And I'm not sure if it's because they have to film that same scene like over and over again. You know, they do that sometimes, and he was just like, okay, let's get on with it. I can't fake surprise anymore. You know, fake happy, being this happy anymore or something. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe it was just me reading more into it, but it didn't seem like he even wanted to get up when she came through the door and all that. But yeah, I mean, he seems to be happy that she's home, though. They seem to be bonding, doing yoga together, weird ass yoga together. I mean, Joe is like behind her doing some, like, pretending like he's doing her doggy style while they're doing yoga. I'm like, I don't really need to see that, you know. I really don't. That was just like seeing 50 Cent booty on Power, and I just wasn't expecting it to look like that. I was expecting it to be a little bit more, I don't know, but something more. And I was like, really, 50? Man. Anyway, so yeah, what else? What's going on? Let me be serious. Real Housewives of New Jersey. So yeah, so she's home. The kids are happy. I mean, it was a very touching scene, even though we know Joe is gonna be, well, he's there now, but on the show, eventually he's gonna be going off to prison, which is, you know, then the kids are gonna have to go through what they went through all over again. But the good thing is their mom is out, and you know, dads are very important. Moms and dads are very important. It takes 2 parents to, not necessarily a mom and a dad, but it takes 2 parents to raise a kid. But there's nothing like mother's love. So, you know, they'll miss their dad, but they'll get lots and lots of love from their mom, you know. So, yeah, that's, you know, just thinking about that is kind of sad. Teresa seems to be adjusting, you know, back to, you know, life on reality TV. I mean, I don't know. Like, it seemed like she made, well, no. I don't even know. I was about to say that. I was about to say, it seemed like maybe she might have wanted to, you know, just relax a little bit before starting to film. But, I mean, who are we talking about? And what city are we talking about? New Jersey ladies, their state. The New Jersey ladies, they like to show it all. You know, put it all out there, you know, let it all hang out, you know, all the business. Anyways, remember that one year, didn't they film, like, it was like they did like the reunion, but the next episode was like already had filmed, like they never stopped filming that season. It was just a run-on season or something, so they decided, I guess, like, I think that was when Jacqueline broke down or something like crazy happened, and then they decided to like continue the season, so they had like the reunion, but then the season kept going. They said it was a new season, but we know it was just a continuation. It was just kind of a little strange, you know, a little strange. Anyways, Yeah, back to present day, New Jersey. So what else is going on? Teresa, Jacqueline is back on the show. Her and her husband are having some money issues, which, I mean, I kind of figured they were gonna be that they were having money issues. I think they've been having money issues for a very long time, even before she left the show the first time. I think they were having money issues. I think I had read that his company was going bankrupt, and I think that might be why he's like involved in all these different kinds of companies, because, you know, he was selling that Blackwater. Now he's selling, he's getting into the popcorn business. And I don't know if it's gluten-free popcorn. I don't know. It's some kind of popcorn that, you know, his son really likes. You know, their youngest son has autism, and he really likes it. So I guess the market, their target is children on the autism spectrum. So I'm like, okay. I mean, he was like, this is all that he has. So, you know, it has to work, you know. I feel like I remember him saying that about Blackwater as well. But, you know, the BLK or whatever it's called. Anyways, so, you know, that's kind of what's going on with them as a family. Ashley has moved back home. She's living in the house again. I just can't get over how much they look alike. It is so crazy. Anyways, and Jacqueline is just already being Jacqueline, being a broken fucking record about her and Teresa. I'm already over it. Like, over it. Okay? Over it. Yeah, because, I mean, it's been going on for so long. And Teresa is not studying you, girl. She is not thinking about you like you're thinking about her. You over there having breakdowns, running your blood pressure up, thinking about this woman. And she ain't thinking two cents about you, okay? No, not two thoughts at all. And, so anyways, but Teresa did reach out to Jacqueline, you know, to wish her a happy new year. For some reason, Rosie and Kathy were at Jacqueline's house for New Year's Eve, while Teresa and all the rest of her family were at Joe's house. And or was it, no, I think they might have been at Teresa's house. And I'm like, well, isn't Rosie and Kathy like first cousins or something? Like, oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that family bond is forever broken, okay? And yeah, so, you know, Teresa reached out to her, and then, you know, first Jacqueline was mocking her, but then Jacqueline starts getting excited. So this means Jacqueline needs to show up at Teresa's house and ask Teresa, are they going to be friends again? And, you know, they decided they're going to give it another try. They're going to work on building the friendship up. I don't know. I don't know if Teresa's really all that sincere, and Jacqueline is just like so dang happy. But from the previews of the next episode, you know, that happiness is all about to come tumbling down. All that kumbaya shit is about to be over with. What else is going on the show? Melissa Gorga is opening up a shop. They're back in their house, and they're opening up a shop. Well, she's opening up a shop called Envy. It's like a little boutique clothing store, and you know, we see her, you know, Joe built the store or rehabbed it or whatever. And we see her, you know, buying the clothes for it, you know, picking out the clothes. She has a partner. She said Joe didn't give her any money. And so, she, you know, she's really proud of herself. But this is throwing a monkey wrench in the dynamic of their of their marriage, because, you know, Joe is like, you know, we have a traditional marriage. You know, she's supposed to be at home cooking my dinner and ironing my drawers, okay, and looking after these children. All right. She ain't supposed to be out there opening up shops and doing all this crazy mess. Now let the girl sing. All right. Now let her sing. Okay. Because I can tag along with her. I can't tag along with her to this boutique every damn day. That's what's going on with Joe. Okay. You know, the singing and stuff and the touring with the singing. I think he liked that a little bit. But the whole, you know, being gone all day with the opening up the boutique, which takes a lot of time and energy. You know, he ain't so cool with that, because now he got to be at home with the kids, and he talking about, this ain't me. I'm an Italian stallion, all right? I need my woman home. Be Tarzan, you Jane. Get your ass over here. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with them. Melissa did have her grand opening or whatever. Everybody, pretty much everybody was there. Joe didn't come because it was his grandmother's birthday or mother. I think it was his grandmother's birthday, something like that. So Joe Giudice didn't come, but everybody else pretty much was there. For some reason, Jacqueline's husband Chris was really anxious about seeing Juicy Joe. And he ended up calling Joe and inviting Joe over for dinner, which basically leads to the whole breakdown, I think, of Teresa and Jacqueline's friendship, because that's what's going to be coming up on the next episode. Let's see what else. Other than that, the opening of her boutique went well. Her and Teresa are on good terms. They've agreed to bury the hatchet. They've agreed to be sister-in-laws, have each other's backs, and not argue, over little silly stuff, and just be a family like that. So that's good. I hope that lasts. I think it will. I really do. I think Teresa is Teresa, but I think she is changed a little bit. I think she's a little bit humbled, maybe, and she, I think so. So that's good. Then there's two new women. There's Dolores and there's Siggy. They both, Dolores has been friends with Jacqueline and Teresa and that whole little clan for years, years and years and years. And so she's on the show now. She is Dolores the one that's divorced? Are both of them divorced? Dolores. Dolores is divorced. I think she's the one that's moving back into her old home that she shared with her ex-husband, because she had moved in with, she has 2 children by her ex-husband, but she had moved in with a boyfriend, fiance, whatever, and that is done. So she's moved back into the her house or whatever, and she's working on redecorating it or whatever. She's got like a teenage son and teenage daughter, I believe. And then Siggy came in. Now Siggy had just got a facelift. She got bandages all on her face on the first episode, but she done went out to dinner and met Jacqueline and Dolores for dinner. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna like her. She's really loud. She's feisty. She is not Italian. I believe she's Jewish. I think she's Jewish. And she, she's just got this big personality. I really think I'm gonna like her. She's a relationship expert. She is, she asked Teresa about, the newspaper articles about Joe cheating on her and all this and all that. So I think, I know I'm gonna like her. I think I'm gonna like her. She's definitely came in and made a name for herself. I like Dolores too, even though it's a little creepy at how much she looks like Dina. But okay, we're gonna roll with it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Did I touch on everyone? I think I did touch on everyone for New Jersey, and that's pretty much what's been going on. It's been pretty slow so far. I'm looking forward to the season, as it goes along. Like I said, I really like New Jersey. I do. I like them a lot. So I'm looking forward to that, to watching the rest of the episodes. And I think that was it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about with New Jersey. So you know what? We can move on. We can move on to the Real Housewives of the OC, baby. The OGs of the Bravo celebrities. I was trying to find something that rhymed. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it is the originals, the Real Housewives of Orange County. Can you believe it? I mean, is this their 10th, 11th season? I mean, how can you be on reality TV this long? I mean, I just don't know. And Vicky's original, and Tamara, she came in on like season 2 or season 3, so season 2, I think. So, she's been around for a minute. All right, now these girls are back with the new lady, Kelly Dodd, which I think I'm going to like her. She's coming on a little strong right now, but I think she just wants to, she's clearly watched the show, and I think she just wants to get in where she fits in, and right now where she fits in is with Vicky. And she's actually friends though with Megan. Like they've been friends, and Megan is the one that introduced her to everyone, brought her onto the show. And so, they have that connection, but her and Megan seem to be very different. Not just the age difference, they just have a different way, I feel, of thinking. You know, Kelly is just kind of like, I'm going to make up my mind. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm here. I'm going to confront you. I mean, I'm in your face. You say something I don't like. I'm going to say that you said something I didn't like. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you how you are. Okay? That's Kelly, you know, and I like her. I love her house. Her house is gorgeous. I'll be scared of all that white. But, you know, her house is gorgeous. And she's married. She married and then remarried the same man. And it's kind of cool. Like, I like that her mom and her brother, they live with them. She's Hispanic, and, you know, so they have this big Hispanic, you know, culture of, you know, the families, you know, living together and stuff. So, you know, that's kind of cool or whatever. They live right on the beach. I mean, the house is gorgeous. I'm sorry. The house is gorgeous, okay? Anyway, so let's see. Who else do we have? Since I mentioned Vicky, Vicky is, you know, she's single and trying to mingle, getting ready to start mingling. She redid her kitchen, and I was like, wait a minute, did she move? And then I looked, I was like, no, that's just, you know, she updated her kitchen. And she's, you know, just trying to get back in good graces with the other ladies. You know, they're still mad at her about the whole Brooks and the cancer thing. Now, if y'all watched my videos from last season, y'all already know how I feel about that. Vicky is trying to apologize to the ladies. You know, she's approaching them one by one. Brianna's moved back to Orange County. Vicky bought her and her husband a house. For some reason, you know, Vicky wants her there. They claim because she can be closer to her doctors. I just think that, you know, she was like, deuces, Oklahoma. I ain't got time for this bullshit. Okay? They got tornadoes and not much else going on. Anyways, and so, you know, that's what's going on with them. Like I said, Vicky, you know, each time she goes to a party, she's been trying to apologize to each lady one by one. I feel like she may have started with Heather. Heather was okay. Heather's like, you know, she's gonna try and move on and just be cordial. You know, her and Tamara are, you know, they're back to their old selves. They had a talk and they decided that they, you know, they want to be back together again. I don't know how long it's gonna last. You know, probably not that long, because it seemed like they've been doing that for the last like 5 seasons or so. You know, they started the season off making up with each other from whatever bullshit happened the season before, and then they're like friends, and then all of a sudden they fall out, and then they go through the same fucking cycle. It seemed like for the last like 5 seasons. So we'll see how long that lasts. I mean, I like them together, and you know, Vicky really sincerely seems to love Tamara and really want to be, you know, be her friend. You know, I think it's more Tamara, but anyways, so yeah, so that's that. What's going on with Heather? They're still not in that damn house. I mean, I don't know when the hell they're gonna move in that house. I still don't think to this day they're in that house right now. I don't think so. I don't really think they are, but she's upset. You know, Terry's working a lot. He's worked on Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, her birthday. You know, he's traveling a lot. You know, he's doing botched still, you know, so he's busy. And he says he loves being busy, and he doesn't regret not spending that time with his kids, because that's Heather's concern, you know. Like I said, she's decided that she wants to move on with Shannon and just, you know, be done with it. Let's see, what else is going on? I mean, I guess besides the house and all of that, not too much is going on with Heather, you know? Yeah. I think that's wraps Heather's storyline up so far. I mean, but like I said, it's just started. Like, it's only been, I think it started the same week or the week after New Jersey. I don't know if it's the same week or the week after, but yeah, so they've only had like 3 or 4 episodes. Anyways, and like they didn't come on this week either, so anyways, yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on with Heather up to this point. I mean, I really wish they just moved in that damn house already, okay? Shit. So Shannon, we'll go on to Shannon. Shannon is miserable as fuck, okay? She's even more miserable, I think, than she was the first season. You know, I mean, we liked Shannon the first season. Shannon was cool. Shannon was voted like favorite new housewives or something like that. But you could tell she was unhappy, okay? And this season, she seems to be way more unhappy than she was in the last couple seasons that she's been on here. But she's you I don't know, like, I just feel like unhappy people act the way that she's acting right now, you know? Like, she doesn't want to forgive Vicky. It's not even that she's about forgiving Vicky. She just doesn't even want to be cordial to Vicky. She's acting stupid. She's acting like everything was about her. And Vicky, they had a conversation at Kelly's party, and Vicky was like, you know, it's not all about you, Shannon. And then here goes Shannon. How dare you say it's all about me? It's not all about me. Like, you're making it all about you right now. Shut the hell up, okay? Shut the hell up, Shannon. Like, you know, like, go take your anger out on the person that you're really upset with, which is your husband, because you still haven't gotten over the affair. You want to act like it's the best thing that's ever happened to your marriage, because you guys are so much closer now. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, okay? Because we all can see with our own eyes that it's not all hunky-dory like you wanted to make it seem. So stop it, okay? And, you know, get over this whole Vicky thing. I mean, if that's going to be your storyline this season, just like Megan used it as her storyline last season, like, come on. You know, get on. Find something new. But they're selling their house. She said that, you know, they just want to downsize. There's no money problems or whatever. They just want to downsize. She's in a big house. She wants to start anew, in a new house. But the thing is that the sale of their house keeps falling through. People, you know, they go through the process and then they can't, you know, cough up the dough. So they're pretty much where they are. Their daughters are just as feisty as ever, especially that one twin. She's a mess, okay? She's a mess. They need to knock that little girl teeth down the throat, okay? Just one good time, just bam. Oh, because she got a mouth on her. I can't remember what's her name. But yeah, she got a mouth on her. You know, they got 3 daughters. They got the twin girls and then they have the older girl. But that one twin, yeah, she's, yeah, just bam, one time. Oh, wait. Anyways, who's up next? Megan. They bought a new house. She's happy about that because her and Jim, because, you know, now it's like she's building something that's theirs, you know, because before it was like houses that he shared with his ex-wives or whatever. So, you know, she said that she loves it. They're building something that's theirs. She's remodeling the kitchen and just doing a whole bunch of stuff. On top of the fact that they are now going through the IVF process, because she wants to have a baby. Jim had frozen some sperm before he got his vasectomy, so he's able to still have babies. And so she's going through the IVF. She has to give herself shots, which I don't think I would be able to do. She's very brave for doing that. I don't think I'd be able to do it. But she has to give herself shots every day. And she's really, really, really excited about it. But Jim is not. And you can see it. I don't know if, you know, how he's going to be when the baby actually arrives. But he is just like, he don't give a shit what's going on. Okay, he's like, here's the sperm, gone. Yeah, what else you want me to do? Gave you the sperm, I got the money. What else you want from me? You know, like, that's kind of his attitude, you know, it seems like. And then on top of that, you know, he's traveled so much. So hopefully, you know, they'll be okay because, I mean, it's not like she's just going to be able to pick up and go wherever he is. But then again, you know, they'll probably have nannies, so maybe she will. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see how that all works out. That's pretty much all that's going on with Megan. She's like, you know, I think she's kind of over the whole Shannon thing, but at the same time, she's like Vicky, but at the same time, she said her and Vicky were not friends, which Vicky wasn't all that friendly with her when she first came on last season, so whatever. She just told Vicky, like, well, we were never friends, Vicky, so I don't have to make up and move on with you. We were never friends in the beginning, so it is what it is. And let's see, who did I leave out? Did I leave anybody out? Miss Tamra Judge. Tamra Barney, aka Tamra Judge, aka I don't remember whatever her first married last name was. Anyways, she is training for a fitness competition. She says that she's getting older and she's going to be going through menopause and she wants to be as fit as she possibly can. So she's training for this swimsuit competition. Her body looks great. She's on this crazy diet. She says she hates it, but, you know, that's what she has to do to get in shape for the competition. Looks like she's having a lot of fun. She seems a lot more calm. She's still, you know, involved with the church and her faith and all of that. You know, she seems a little bit more calm so far this season, but it just started. So, because we know how Tamara can be, all right? And so, yeah, she's, you know, her and Eddie are doing good. Her son, Ryan, and his baby mama / used to be fiance. They be killing me with this, my fiance. No, I'm not like y'all's boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? Anyways, yeah, so they are not together, and Tamara's like really upset about that because, you know, they have the baby, and Tamara just wants them to work it out. And plus, she's friends with his girlfriend, and I can't think of what is her name right now? Not Julie. It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, so they're friends, you know, and she wants, you know, she just wants Ryan to work it out, wants them to work it out because, you know, because they have that baby Ava and all of that. So, you know, what else is going on? Okay, so what's her name had a crazy party. Shannon decided to throw a 70s party, which was random. And people came to the party. It seemed like it could have been fun. It should have been fun. But, of course, it wasn't fun because we're dealing with Orange County ladies, okay? So, it was not fun. What happened was, I guess there was a couple of ladies there that were, that had some things to say about Kelly for some reason. And Kelly feels like Shannon put them up to it. They were saying, you know, like something about Kelly was cheating on her husband and all this and all that or whatever. And it is what it is. I don't know. But Kelly got into it with them. Then Kelly and Shannon got into it. And then David and Vicky ended up getting into it. And then David and Kelly was getting into it. And it was just turned into a big name calling, big mess. Kelly was calling folks ugly, talking about that's why your husband cheated on you. Said, didn't know you're a cheater, Kelly. Like, I mean, it was just a big mess at this party. I didn't understand what was going on, but you know, at the end of the day, I just really think Shannon's miserable. I really think Shannon is miserable, and I think she needs some changes in her life, you know. But you guys, that is it. I went over a couple of minutes than I said I was going to for this episode, but I kept it as close to 45 minutes as I could. You know, that's really all that's going on with Orange County. That's all that's going on with New Jersey. That's all that's going on with New York right now as far as my thoughts on what's going on. You know what I mean? So this is fun. I can't wait to do my next video. Like I said, I'm going to start doing the videos as I watch the shows. It's going to make my life so much easier, and you guys will get videos sooner and all of that. So let me know what you guys thought. What's going on? What do you guys think about all three of the franchises going on right now? Leave your comments down below. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, all right? And until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying. Bye-bye.